Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Tom Mizzle. You're watching my channel Mizzle 14, and I'm here doing a review of Fosse Verdon, Season 1, Episode 6. Alright, so we get Fosse, no, we get Bob Fosse. He's at the editing room, editing Lenny. Is that documentary biopic of Lenny, and he's doing that. And at the same time, he also agreed to doing a project of Gwen Chicago. So he doing balancing two things. So you know how Bob Fosse is. Every time in the room, he never satisfied with anything. Even though it could be good, he just never satisfied. He just don't like this. He don't like that. You gotta edit this way. You gotta edit that way. And it's this and that. He said this one, and he want to change his mind. So it was like this, and he always thinks everything he does is so good. And sometimes when he get pushed back, he feel like it was all right, and he do something different. So it's like this is never at the challenge. I think it's just a point that he needs to be controlled and always needs to be perfected, a perfectionist in a way, any way, shape, or form that it needs to be right in his way. If it's not right in his way, he gonna kill himself. He gonna drive himself to crazy to make it right. So while he was doing the editing room, I think he unplugged the phone or whatever. He took the phone off. He didn't want to answer no phone calls because he wanted to focus on Lenny. That's a project he really want to focus on right now. He agreed to do Gwen thing because he just wanted to do Gwen thing. He want to make Gwen happy, but he wanted to really focus on Lenny, so he was doing that. And then Gwen came with two people to look at the artwork for Chicago, just pick it. So she was asking them to do that. While at the same time he got a phone call, and then in the editing room, so it was everybody was going at him one at a time, and he just had to nerf, and he had to go to his mind now. Throughout the episode, we see that Bob Fosse was talking in a black and white version. It's like his thoughts, his inner thoughts talking to us, and he talk about his story, and talk about how he feel, what he's going through. His thought process, his health, everything. He telling a story in the black and white version. Kind of like similar how his movie Lenny was, where his person was talking, and he did his in the movie, and comedian, stand up, whatever, all that stuff. It's kind of resembling Lenny, the project he worked on, and while he is living and telling his own story behind the scenes, like his inner thoughts. So I like how the episode did that when he gave his inner thoughts about the scenes, and we seen the present scene, he going back and forth with that. Alright, so he did the editing. He told the person I would call him back. He picked the artwork of Gwen. They said they like this. He said, okay, cool with that. So Gwen, when his two partners came out, and he said, I thought he would be done with Lenny, because he's supposed to be finished with Lenny, but he's still in the editing room trying to edit Lenny, even though the freaking box office is in theaters in 2 weeks. So he's really is like dragging it, like he thinking it's not gonna be really great until now, and he's gonna milk all his time so he feel like it's ready. And so they were saying no, he's good. He be working this in the summertime, and he say it's work. So like the when it's supposed to be finished. He said it's supposed to be finished. He said yeah, and this guy pushed back on us. So he said, you think he could really focus on this? Because he seemed like he's really not focused, and he's really still on this. And she said no, he been working on it. He'll be fine. How everybody will feel when they can feel that Gwen and Bob is reunited again, because she's so excited, because she said when they work together and they make matches together, so she want to continue that formula with Chicago. And we know Chicago became big hit. I mean, it was a big hit in that back in the days, and I think she was one of the originals, Roxy Hart. So I was like, yeah, because that was her play. It's like that they started at. So she Roxy Hart, and as the years go by, there's various adaptation and people performing that play is in Broadway and stuff like that. So it's been successful, and so that's that. So he's battling two things, but one thing is very troubling is that he needs to relax. The doctor told him he shouldn't be taking on these projects. He should relax. He should calm down. But Bob, he is not that person who like to calm down. He want to keep working and keep working until things is right. And throughout the whole thing, he's still popping his pills. Like throughout the episode, he be popping his pills. It's like and like that. I don't know the long names because I ain't write the names down. She told the doctor what he was taking, but he was popping these pills, popping the pills, keep smoking that cigarette, keep having sex with different girls. He got his main girlfriend Anna, and while he having sex with Anna, he very distracted working while he having sex with Anna, and also he having sex with that assistant that was in the editing room. So I was like, he still go do him. Bob will still go do Bob, but at the same time, you could tell his health is fading because he started getting tight in his chest. He started getting short in the breath. He getting long winded. Um, he coughing a lot. So it's like it's symptoms that it's something's going on with him. And I saw in thing and I read it online that he died of a heart attack. So it was like, okay, it's getting close to there because in this episode he suffered a heart attack. And it was just like, oh my god, this is way and this is gonna be it because while he was working and he said he agreed to do with the Chicago all that jazz because they had a rehearsal space and they would rehearse or Chicago. And they rehearsed the number, all that jazz, come on, baby, and all that jazz. I don't know the words that well. That's why I'm humming it. But y'all know the song, all that jazz. All that jazz. I love that Chicago. That was like that was good. All right, so they was performing that number, and throughout the thing, they were saying like, "Oh, Bob, he will work you to death and everything." We were working on this for 10 years. Some of y'all was in grade school at that time, but y'all older now. Y'all working to then we gonna make this a great production. But throughout the time, he's coughing, he sick, he's short in the breath, he's not something like that. It was like it was getting crazy to the point that he said, "You know what? I need to go to the doctor because." He said, let's go to the doctor and let's get this together because I need to know what's going on with me so we can get this together. So he went to the doctor and this boy was lying his ass off. He said, oh no, I had a tight in the chest. It's all good now. I need to stay here. I got to work. I got to do something like that. Oh, he said, are you smoking? He said, oh, occasionally. All that stuff. He don't be smoking like that. No, he could take a smoke like every 55 minutes. And while he was coughing, earlier while he was coughing, he was still smoking a cigarette. I was like, what the fuck is you doing, Bob? Like, stop it. So he was smoking a cigarette. Everything. He said he lying. He said he's taking the pills. He said, oh, a little aspirin here and there. And I'm not sorry. So Gwen came. She was like, oh my God, I was looking forward for you. And he basically still was trying to let Gwen contact him. So when it seemed like that, and he was lying. He said, well, talk about your chest. He said, oh, no, my chest is fine. Everything is fine. All is good. Let me get out of here. All that stuff. So the woman, Gwen said, what? This doctor tried to help you. He said, no, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to get out of here. Get out of here. All that stuff. She said, no, he's taking this. He's taking that. Oh, no, yes, he's doing that. Yes, he's doing this and this and that. He said, why are you doing that? So he get upset because Gwen was telling all his business. He said, why are you going to tell him all that? Who told you that? He said, I'm trying to help you. Trying to help you. What's going on? You trying to lie up to this guy and stuff and all that. They was going back and forth to the point that they monitored his heart. And it seemed like his heart getting faster. They just started getting that. So he said, Mr. Fosse, Mr. Fosse, Mr. Fosse. It's like that. You about to have a heart attack. She's like, what? Oh my God. When is like that? And he just going down. It was like, yeah, he started getting that tight. And yeah, he was suffering a heart attack. So Anna came and she said, where have you been? She said, I was just calling us trying to get here and everything. And a lot of things going on. And she said, how is he? He said, he's good. And I've been here next to the side. Because all Gwen want Bob to get better so they can continue working on this damn performance. So that's all she care about. She wants him to get better. She don't want to replace him as a director, even though she had the direct control of Chicago, but she wants him on the part as being director. So she really not trying to replace him, and she just want him to get better. So she try to safeguard him and make sure nothing deterred him from getting healthy, getting better. Now, in the room that Bob Fosse was in, whatever, it was this guy next to him. I've been in the hospital before. You know, you got some people who be moaning, complaining, especially if you share a room with somebody. Get out. I was like, oh my gosh, just like that. I'm not trying to make fun of it, but sometimes when you go to the hospital, this is stuff you listen, you see and you hear. And Bob Fosse said, oh, he getting on my nerves. He said, don't listen to him. So that's to the point. It was a doctor that came. Wife found out. I guess he know that Bob Fosse was there, so wife was a big fan. So he wanted to get the autograph for his wife. So Gwen was like, oh, he said he didn't mind. Bob Fosse he didn't mind signing the autograph, but she said no, you got to take advice, all that stuff. So he took him outside, and Gwen was like, she said, how you doing, man, Mr. Doctor? I'm Gwen Verdon. He said, oh my gosh, you're Gwen Verdon. It's all like that. It's so good to see you. I didn't recognize you. She said, oh, I get that. He said, oh my God, can I get your autograph? Because my wife will trip when she find out that I met Bob Fosse and Gwen Verdon. So Gwen Verdon, she said, okay, cool. And so she said that, she said, it's a show and it's coming out soon, and I can give you and your wife 2 tickets to be front row seats, and like that. He said, oh my gosh. She said, but can you do something for me? And he says, like, Bob is in his room with great conditions that he needs to get better. He can't get better when he's on his concerts and like that. So I was asking him if he can get a better accommodation. Can you help get him a better accommodation so he could be in those, so he could be recovering faster? And the doctor said, for that, he said, sure, shit, if I get an autograph and I can give me a freaking front row seats and I have to pay for that shit, I'll give you a better one too. Shit, he ain't asked for nothing else. It's not like you gonna get fired from switching patient. Just said the patient is uncomfortable in the room. So they switched the room. The guy, I guess he got own room, and the monitor, all that stuff like that. And they was talking and everything. Now, when Anna came, she was like, Gwen told Anna what happened and what's going on. So she said, oh my God, he's right. And he said this is that. And she said he needs to take it easy. He can't be working on stuff. She said, I knew it. He should not have done it. He should not have took on the project. You know, Gwen got pissed off like that because at the end of the day, Gwen want Bob to get better so he can do the project. So she don't want to hear nothing about, oh, he can't work on no projects like that. No, take it easy, but he gonna work. So she said, no, you could go. You go. He said, well, I'm trying to be here. He said, I'll be gonna be here. You can come in the morning. You can, Nicole's home. You can take Nicole to school every day. You can come back in the morning. So like, it is what it is. Leave it alone. So they did that, and they did that. Now yeah, while he's in the hospital bed, he's still trying to think about the Lenny project and all that stuff. It's like Gwen said, you need to relax, calm down. It's like you need to take it easy. You don't need to think about that and that. He said, no, I need to think about that. How they gonna push out the movie without me working on it? How did they feel when I'm being around and not being around? What is they doing? What all that stuff? I need to be involved. She said, it's all everything is taken care of. You don't have to worry about it. Don't worry about it. So Ron is her boyfriend right there. He was like, maybe you should let him be easy and get up another person. He said, no, I cannot think about the place of him because I could go into the hospital bed and tell him I'll replace him. It's like, he gonna really have an open heart attack. He gonna die of me, and I'm not having that in my conscience. So I was like, oh, okay, all right. Do a thing while he was doing his Bob Fosse was doing his little dick back talk, and like his inner thoughts was talking. He talked a little bit about his childhood, how he became this dancer. I guess somebody was making a commission out of him. They could get him different gigs. So the guy brought him to this spot. He started playing at the area. His father was putting him down. He said, "Oh no, this and all that. What you doing? You sitting here looking like a faggot." I was like, "Oh my gosh!" I don't know why he said that. So he danced, and there's some older woman in the crowd that's so mesmerized by Bob when he was so young. He was 13 years old right there, and then he revealed that, like he said last time, his first experience that he lost virginity is when some older woman. He's 13 years old, and this older woman, 2 older women's like 40 something, have sex with him. I said, that's freaking rape, molestation. That's crazy that you get so turned on about a freaking 13-year-old boy when you 40 something. I said, that's sickening. So that's why he started learning sex. So I guess that's why he said since that then he was excited, he was confused, he didn't know what to do, he was just lost about himself. He just lost his innocence. It's like if he was going through so many emotions that it had affected his relationship in the past. Because right there, he couldn't commit. Every relationship he has, he been with someone, and then doing a relationship and marry, he go out cheat. And then he find another person, then he find another person, then he sleep with another person. It's like he cannot keep it. He cannot be consistent and stay faithful at what it is. Cause even when he was Anna, he was fucking on Anna. After he told Anna, like, you to be the only woman I want to care with, all that stuff. Even Gwen told Anna the truth, and Anna knows something, but all right. So Gwen was like, I don't really like do this because I don't know what's something going on with Nicole. Like she's not getting much attention and stuff like that. So she dolled up Nicole to make her look older so she get past the thing. I don't know why they won't accept the children. If that's her child, they will allow the child to see it. But I guess back in the day it was different rules. So she dolled him up, make him pass it. They said, "Oh, you look like that. You look over at 18." And then she was stunned to see her father looking like that. I don't know if she was disgusted about her father or she didn't want to see her father there or she said Anna there. She just was really hesitant. She gave her the card, kissed him on staff, and then she later on, Nicole asked Gwen, she said, "Why is Anna there? She always there." It said, "There's something about you on, what's going on between you and Anna?" He said, "No, me and Anna got a good relationship. We good. It's different." And she said, "Why is with him and were you supposed to be there?" And stuff like that. And she said, "The spawn that me, Bob have, nobody can replace that." I said, "Okay, cool. All right," but that's all I had to say about this. It was a good episode. Like I said, I'm enjoying it. I really is enjoying this episode. Oh, I forgot the one thing. In his hospital bed, it was his grossed out scene. He want to still feel like he's a man. Like I don't know. I guess he's going through a lot of emotions, a lot of stuff. You know, men in the deathbed still want to feel like they get horny and stuff like that. Feel like they get it up and stuff. So he put his hands on his thing and see if he could get hard stuff. She got on top of him, like thinking he was that's what he wants. It's like that. She had sex with him, and on top of the hospital bed. And she after that she felt grossed out, like she was sitting outside. The older guy came next door. He said, "Here, you need to eat something. You need to have the energy up when you see." Basically, it was her boyfriend, but it's not really her. She said husband, but it's actually her boyfriend. Somebody messing with her while Gwen and him is on separation. And she just feels so grossed out about it. Like she had her head down, like she didn't realize why she did this shit. And then at the end, it ended with this beeping and beeping like a machine that said beep, beep. I said, okay, cool. I can't wait till next week. It seemed like it was pushed up more. Then it seemed like he get out, and then I guess he will have a problem with Gwen is getting a success, and now he's on the downfall because he's like in a whole scare right now. But that was Fosse Verdon, y'all. Episode 6. I don't know how long it'll be more episodes. Maybe 2 more on 4 more. I'm happy. I like it. I enjoyed it. Tell me how y'all feel. If you're new to my channel, please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.